So after the last 3 judges that did not last very long, we get to a judge that everybody knows, Samson. It's a story that we actually do talk about in Sunday school. So what can we learn about from that?
Yeah. I think it's really interesting that this story of Samson is so popular. It's like he's the strong man. Everybody knows about Samson. His story isn't real great. And so as we read through this, I think we'll see a lot of things that are left out of the Sunday school stories. But the story of Samson starts with, and the people of Israel again did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord gave them into the hands of the Philistines. And then something different happens. And this is just like this glimmer of hope in the midst of this downward cycle of judges, where we have this certain man and his wife. They don't have any children, and the angel of the Lord appears to the woman and says, "You are barren, but you shall conceive and bear a son. Don't drink any wine, don't eat anything unclean, and don't cut his hair when he's born." Those are the 3 things that she's told. And so she goes and talks to her husband and says, "A man of God came and told me that I was going to have a son. I didn't ask where he was from." And so Manoah, the husband, prays to God and says, "Please let him come again and explain to us what's going on." And so Manoah and his wife are there, and it says the angel of the Lord comes again and talks and says to Manoah, gives the instructions again. He shouldn't cut his hair, don't drink any strong drink, and don't touch any dead animals. And so Manoah says, "Please let us have a meal with you and do a sacrifice." And the angel of the Lord says, "Offer the sacrifice to God." And then the angel of the Lord goes up in the smoke and disappears in the midst of the offering. And what's really cool about this story is you recognize this when it says the angel of the Lord in the Old Testament. When it uses that phrase, generally people would agree that that's referring to Jesus before he came down to earth as a baby. And so in the midst of the darkness of Judges, we see Jesus show up. And in the story of this couple who are being faithful to God. Such a beautiful picture. And then we will get into more of the story of Samson next week.